Honorable Professor Shin Yu-jong, our coordinator, Madam Yone, distinguished staff members, my president of our class and our program, the vice president, Madam Intandri, my colleagues, 안녕하세요. 괜찮아요? That's good. Okay, it's my pleasure and favor to stand in front of you to present the country profile, Tanzania country profile, for the other time. I understand it's also an opportunity. Mask off? Kamsamda. Thank you very much. Okay, I say it's my favor and pleasure to present to you for the other time my country profile. I understand it's also an opportunity to share with you our culture, values, and opportunities in my country. And I'm sure that I'm talking with the readers from the world because I've been unified here from different areas, and you are the government officers and leaders, so I understand it's an opportunity. Okay, let me go straight. This is Tanzania. This is Tanzania. It's found in Africa. When you go in Africa, Tanzania is from East Africa. Of course, Tanzania is more westy from here, Korea. It's a little bit big. Its capital city is nowadays called Dodoma. When you go in Tanzania for the first time, there are two main important distinguishing features. One is the mountain Kilimanjaro, which is the highest mountain in Africa, but it's the fourth mountain in the world. But also it is distinguished by the wildlife national parks. Of course, we have a lot of wildlife national parks which are rich. The national parks which are rich with a lot variety of wildlife, covering almost all of the parts of the country. As I said, one of the distinguishing features is Mountain Kilimanjaro. This is Mountain Kilimanjaro. It's the fourth mountain from Everest, which is from our friends, Nepal in China. Nepal, I would now don't know whether it's in Nepal or China, but it's in Asia. But we have Aconcagua in South America. We have then Nile in North America, and we are the fourth. It's a beauty mountain, and it's clearly visible in this way when you are in a cross. We have varieties of livestock in our national parks. These are some of them: beautiful lions, elephants. We have giraffes. We have merinos. We have the beautiful birds like the way you see, and we have our pharaohs here. There are a variety of them in our national parks. They are available in Tanzania. Okay? Again, we have these, we call them predators. These, almost others also are predators, but we have the key predators in our national parks. Identified the hyenas, the leopards, big cats, cheetahs, reptiles like agama lizards, and the crocodiles, as have been seen like the way you see. Now, let me bring to you a little description of the country. When you go to Africa now, Tanzania is obtained in East Africa, as I said before, and we call it as a country within the African Great Lakes because it is comprised with many lakes like the Lake Victoria. These are greater lakes. We have Lake Tanganyika like here, and we have also Lake Nyasa down here. We have other lakes in the middle like Lake Manyara. We have a lot of lakes there, and they are all sources of water. So we call it is a great region lake zone. It is situated in southern of the equator, composed of Tanzanian mainland and Zanzibar. with around 120 ethnic groups available and living there. The major language is Swahili and English. We are bordering with our friends, Kenya and Uganda in the north. Also, we have these guys from Burundi and Rwanda. We are bordering with the Democratic Republic of Congo in the western part. Currently, they have been also involved in the East Africa community. Yes. We are bordered with the Mozambique, the Eldio Romando's brothers of our southern part. Also, we are bordered with the Zambia and Malawi. But in the east, we have the ocean, Indian Ocean. Mountain Kilimanjaro is the distinguishing feature, as I told before, is in this place at the eastern part, northeastern part of the country. We described the country in this way, like population projected to 55.5 millions current, but we are going to do another census this year. So we are going to get a real real population by the coming year. Area is very big, like 945,087 square kilometers. It's like 9 times from the area in South Korea. It's so very big. You can even use 2 days traveling, maybe from the north to the south, a little bit big. Currency we are using is Tanzanian shillings. Conversion is like in this way. $1 US is projected like 300 Tanzanian shillings. Major region, Christianity and Islamic, like 50-50. Independence we got from 1961 for Tanganyika, and Zanzibar got independence in 1963, and then we decided to unite Tanganyika and Zanzibar to form Tanzania in 1964, and now we are called the United Republic of Tanzania. It's because of uniting these two guys from different lands. Life expectancy, again, is terrible here. Women, 63 years, at least for women, 67. So we are done. Men, we are done. I am sure even to you, my father, my friends, it's the same, really. Men, we have to ask God's mercy. Governance, we are, the United Republic of Tanzania is a democratic country and is free, peaceful country ever. And since we got independence, we have these kinds of leaders, 6 phases now. And the current one is this madam here. Chwayo. This one was the founder of the nation, passed away. His wife is still alive. This one is the second president, still alive, and his wife is still alive. This one is the third one, passed away. His wife is still alive. This one is the fourth president, is still alive, and his wife is still alive. This man passed last year. His wife is still alive. You can see now. Tanzania capital city is Dodoma, as I told you before. If you have been there in like 10 years, you can experience that the capital city was Dar es Salaam. Now we shifted. We shifted to the middlest part of the country, which is Dodoma now, due to the factors like population growth, maximum population growth in this area, but also distance factor. This is in the eastern part of the country, so we decided to shift to the middle part of the country. National symbols are many. The first one is national flag, comprising with 4 colors. We have green color, yellow, black, and blue. And it was adapted from the combination flags of Tanganyika and Zanzibar by then, in 1964, as I told you before. The green represent vegetables and agricultural resources. This color represent vegetables and agricultural resources. This, the yellow color represent the minerals. We have minerals in Tanzania. The black color represents us, people, that the residents of there are black. And the blue color represents the natural resources we have, like Indian Ocean, rivers, etc. The second thing is giraffe. Giraffe is identifying Tanzania. Is a Tanzanian animal. It is implicating these things like be visionary while still viewing the past and present, increase the understanding by viewing life from all angles, use the strength and flexibility to align the physical, mental, and spiritual as the giraffe do. This is exceptional thing as a national symbol, but we have it in Tanzania. It is called the Uhuru torch. I don't know whether others do have the same. But we have a Uhuru torch which always rises every year. And there is the Uhuru torch race, which is governed in all regions in the country every year. Even now the race is proceeding there. It was, of course, inaugurated since we got independence, and it was the first day for inaugurating this Uhuru torch. It shines to the country and across borders to bring hope, love, respect, freedom, unity, and peace. Once it shines, it brings these things. We have national anthem, which mentions Africa. Tanzania is among those countries which received the independence, more area in Africa. So our national anthem also regarded the independence nature. So our national anthem is mentioning Africa, that God should bless Africa and independence. But also, currently, our version of our national anthem has been adapted to different countries, like South Africa, who got independence after Tanzania, and also Zambia and Zimbabwe. This is the last coat of arms. Is another national symbol, has many descriptions. But all in all, they are describing Tanzania. Weather and climate, it's variable. Of course, Tanzania weather is not much clearly defined. But we have been pressing the weather condition in these three categories. One is the tropical, and we have the cool northeast highlands and dry and arid in the central part. Like now the capital city is Dodoma, is experiencing this weather all of the year. Rainfall, most Tanzania experience 2 rain seasons and 2 dry seasons. And the rain season, we have long rainy season from early March to late May, short rainy season from November to December. And long dry season, rounding from long dry season, June to mid-October, and short dry season from January to February. So now it's May. So we are experiencing rain there in our country. Though in this year, again, terrible because the situation of climatic change is bringing a problem. So we are experiencing rainfall in this month now. Temperature also, we have cold environment and hot environment, but the coldness is not less than 10. So Korea is, of course, in our country we call them it's a cold now. When it reaches 10, it's extremely cold. I think, yes, this now is environment. But the hotness ranges until to 30 degrees of centigrade. Food, we have these kinds. This is chapati. We are maximizing maximum with this one. Especially during breakfast. Yes. With the tea, things are okay. The main staple food in Tanzania is maize, and the product of maize is ugali. Yes. Of course, most of the sub-Saharan countries, they are using this one. Not only, even my friends from Nigeria, they also maximize through this one. And when you get, this is for one person, and maximizes it. I'm telling you. So can get during the afternoon, this one, big one, and heavy, with high calories. And the second staple food is rice, again in evening. So you can see now, morning, afternoon, evening. I'm telling you. We have a famous drink. We have many local drinks on traditional drinks, but we have this we call bamboo juice. They call locally Ulanzi is popular, and it's a source of business in some parts where it is produced. It is socially drunk. Like you see these guys enjoying life with a big content in here, then they share content. So this rounds, as you see, it rounds. This guy get and bring it to this man get it, this is an empty set. Yes, this is COVID. Yes, COVID is there, but these guys are socializing. Wealth in Tanzania, as I said before, agriculture is the leading economic activity to most of the Tanzania and most of the developing countries. So majority of the population are depending on agriculture, crop production as the source of income as well as a source of food. So even the contribution of agriculture in the national GDP is also leading. Even though in Tanzania we are contributing 24.1%, we have other sectors like services sectors which is contributing much, but agriculture is also leading contributing in GDP. Also, it's an employment factor to most of the people in my country. Tanzania is also very rich in minerals. A lot of them we have it. Beside animals, Tanzania is also rich with many other attractive areas. Zanzibar is also a good place to live, and I invite you guys to come there. It's a good place. It's an island, but it's composed of many ethics and good cultures you can enjoy. As I said before, the agriculture contributes to such amount of GDP, and this is the distribution, like 17 is from crop production, and 4.6 is from livestock, and forest and hunting contribute about 2.5 of the GDP. And you can see like 65 of the agricultural GDP is contributed by the food crops, and maize is the leading. Okay, and again, cash crops are contributing just like 10% of the GDP. So we say like food and cash crops account for about 70% of rural income. So majority of the rural people in my country, as I told you before, like they depend on agriculture because of these factors. These are minerals, as I said. Gold is the fourth extracted mineral in my country, after South Africa, to my friends Ghana and Mali. We have diamond mainly in Mwadui Nyanga in the northern part. Of course, the good thing is also these minerals has been distributed almost all over the country. So we can say the country is covered with a lot of natural resources, and minerals also are leading. So this is the northern part of the country. Iron is obtained in the southern part of the country, southern highland, and is also obtained in the place where I born. Yes, I born in the iron area. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Coal is obtained also in Songea, near my place where I born. My friend Ruben, his home place is in this area. Yes. Even though he was not originated from here. Now his father was a government worker. So he born in the middle part of the country, which is the capital city now. I'm telling you. Nickel also is obtained in the western part of Tanzania. You can see this variation now. We have Tanzanite. Tanzanite is only obtained in Tanzania, no ever any place in the world. It is sweet to see. Also, it is very, very, very economical. It's a very nice resource in our country. It's obtained in a place called Arusha. You can hear one day, you can go there. Uranium also we are producing. We have also natural gases. The contribution of the minerals is like the trend is increasing with the time. This was the last time statistic in 2020 where we had this contribution in numbers, in Tanzanian shillings, of course. Tanzania culture and traditions, there are just a few. One, we say that when you go in Tanzania, don't attempt to take photo without permission. Of course, this culture is diminishing nowadays, But before, when you go to when you go into the village, in the rural areas, it's not easy to take a photo without getting a permission. They were believing that a piece of their soil is stolen when a photo is taken of them. That they die when you take a photo. You are making them to die. So you need to ask permission for a reason why are you taking photo. But now it's diminishing. People have been civilized nowadays. When you greet a local in Tanzania, make sure that you extend your right hand and shake. And if the handshake seems to continue for longer than usual, don't worry. Tanzania have a long handshake to indicate friendship, although it can be more like holding hands for the entire conversation. So you can, like when you talk with your friend, our culture now, you shake hand. How are you, my friend? What are you doing now? When do you come here? While shaking the hand. Yeah. It's not like, then you pass, no. It seems like you are not like gratituding him, or it's like you are not disrespecting him, something like that one. The third thing, Val, is like avoid public affection. If you are traveling to Tanzania with your partner, remember that the public display of affection are deeply frowned upon. While you may support locals holding, of course, this one is very important. Things like, we call them like globalization things, like the negative impact of globalization. In Tanzania, they are prohibiting things like hugging in public, things like kissing in public, and define the holding of hands in public, especially in Zanzibar, where most of the Muslims are oriented over there. In Tanzania, it's like abusing. So we are welcoming you guys in our country, but some of the things now you need to be very careful because they can be surprised with what is happening now? Yeah. Respect to elders is everywhere, but we are also respecting elders for just one main reason, that most of the elders, we believe that these elders are wiser than us. They are wise because they have lived a lot. That's the main reason. And if you are elder also, you go there, you are going to be respected consecutively. They respect you. And you should, when you meet elders or a person who exceeds you, in Tanzania, we just greet like shikamo. Shikamo, meaning that I hold your feet. That's the meaning of shikamo. I hold your feet. And you will see the response like marhaba, which means you are welcome to do so. Okay? I expect your respect. So if we cannot hear this statement, it means that man is cut off of you. If you are shaking hands with an elder, you can also give a slight bow, like you bend. When you shake hands with an elder, is a common practice and behavior of gratitude and respect. Like you shake hands while bowing down, and you say, oh, like that one. The last thing is like wear modest clothes is very common in Africa also. It's not only in Tanzania. The modest clothes defined here is the covering clothes, of course. Yeah. Sports and entertainment, we are popular in sports, though not much. We have not even attended we are just attending the Africans tournaments, of which we are getting just eliminated from the very, very, very early stages. Even our friends in Uganda defeat us every time. So we have something to do here in sports. Of course, we have started doing some things, and we are sure we are going well now. But I think in this area, we have an activity to do. But the popular sport which we are enjoying is soccer. But in boxing, we are good. Yes, we are good in boxing. Boxing, fighting, without reason. Yes, we are good. We have been presenting our country very properly in boxing. I'm telling you. Don't try it. Yes. Entertainments in Tanzania, we have many music. We have music. We like dancing and storytelling. Socializing at the coffee houses and visiting friends and relatives are important social customs we have there in our country. And the current popular musicians in Tanzania, have you heard about this man? He's called Diamond. Yes, he's presenting us, of course. He's not educated. But not only in East Africa, now he's impacting this man. He has not been to school, but he's good, talented. This is another guy who's presenting us also. He's called Al-Kiba, of course. Maybe this could be the end. I tried to show this picture. Is also representing what I've been explaining in summary. But these guys is Maasai Land. It's a group of people who are presenting Tanzania. It's an icon. It's also a tourist attraction. Recently, our President of United Republic Tanzania, that madam I've been telling you, when she entered into power last year, she decided to develop a strategy of addressing and talking about the investment of Tanzania. And those are tourist attractions. So recently she's inaugurating this movie. The movie is called the Royal Tour. It's called the Royal Tour. She has been in America last week for inauguration. And now she's back in Tanzania. She's still inaugurating. Very soon we are going to get this movie, which explains everything about Tanzania. This is a 7-minute highlight of the movie. But I think with the time, because it's not the real movie, with the time we can see the real movie when it is coming. Kamsahamnida.